Tell me about your daily routine. What do you do from when you wake up in the morning? So you had to take a picture of yourself, selfie in the morning, brushing your teeth, right? Some of them hate this, but some of them think it's pretty funny. Your school life. Tell me a story about what you do with your friends on a Saturday. Tell me a story about your family, or tell me a story about something in your home. Okay? And then they can share these many ways. They can make a photo essay. If you have more access to printing, they could do a photo essay. They could do a PowerPoint if you want to teach PowerPoint presentation skills, and if you have that technology. These Microsoft Photo Story, iMovie are free. Usually you can download off the internet, free programs. And then, of course, Facebook or VKontakte albums are really good for sharing. But there's so many ideas, and you can take from the textbook, you can take from the curriculum you're teaching, kind of go along with that idea of what you're trying to teach them. Think grammar that they're learning. You could say, if you were teaching the conditional, if I had $1 million, I would, and they could illustrate that through pictures. They could get really creative and learn the grammar that they're working with currently. So it's a good way to kind of just give something fun alongside the curriculum you're teaching, so that we can kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Okay? All right. So something I love, which has really worked great for me in all levels, is having the students create their own picture dictionaries on their phones. So I'll give you an example. This was from Luhansk when I was teaching university students, but you can adapt it to any level. And I told you they were studying about American government. This was their, I'll come over here, these were their vocabulary words for that chapter. Patriotism, democracy, corruption, negotiation, conflict, power struggle, protest. So we learn the definitions of the words through the textbook, okay? But then the assignment was, now, make a photograph which represents each word for you so that you can remember it. So I made my example.
How did it demonstrate corruption?
I'll show you. Here's democracy, or no, here's patriotism.
Right.
This guy's from South Africa, actually. My friend from South Africa, I dressed him up. Okay, patriotism, you know, a pride for my country. Democracy, that's my husband. My husband likes beer. That's his favorite beer shop in the United States. Democracy for me means having free choice. And so my husband's having free choice of the beers, and he's allowed to make them and choose and decide.
So Ukraine is more democratic than US.
Maybe, maybe. Actually, that's in the US. Yeah, so. Corruption. Okay? Taking something that should be for the benefit of the people and using it for money and profit, which ultimately makes it bad. So here we have food. Right? It's supposed to be food. People eat this, but what is it? It's chemicals, it's coloring, it's just for money and profit. Junk. So this is my interpretation of corruption. Negotiation. Anybody know that guy? Yes. Jerry? Yeah. Negotiation means two or more sides coming together for agreements and to work together. So this is my idea of, oh, I was so much skinnier then. Oh, come on! I hate looking at that picture. Memories. Okay. Conflict. Do I want the crab legs or the bacon legs? I can't decide. Power struggle. When I moved to Luhansk and I lived alone and I tried to do laundry, I spoke no Russian, and I saw that. So I was just like, and I could never get my washer to work. It just wouldn't work because I couldn't figure it out. So it's like, I'm human. I should have power, but this machine has the power. So it's like a power struggle for me. Like, you know, two things that want or need power, and they clash, they collide. And then an easy one, protest. This was a protest of immigrant teachers in the United States in Washington, D.C. Okay, so what I would do, this was my example for the students, so I would take these pictures and they'd be on my phone. I guarantee you I will never forget these words, because I have my own association with it. I learned what the definition is, and then I made a photograph with my own association. I can always remember it, and the students did the same thing. They did the same thing. So after a while, they start having these different folders on their phone, or in Vkontakte, or in Facebook. So, for example, they could have Chapter 1 vocabulary on Facebook or Vkontakte. And when they're studying for tests, they can just look through the pictures they made. It's so easy. And they can remember these associations. It's really great for visual learners. And it's a good opportunity to be a little bit more creative. They can also keep it on their phone and look through. Oh, I forgot what that word was. Looking through their own photos will spark something within them. Has anyone done anything like this before? No. Picture dictionaries.
I was doing the road maps. I discovered about the method of location, and we were doing the maps, like locating words to particular places, and they were taking photos of places.
Okay, places.
Because we were studying a lot of terminology, and they needed to connect something. So they were connecting particular points in a city with a particular word, like merger, acquisition, defamation.
Okay, so it's a similar kind of word association with their own idea. Same thing.
I think it's some